We got doorbells. We got cool down periods. We got biscuits and gravy, and we got Starbucks. Yep, it's time for some cruise surveys. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to this week's episode of What Every Cruiser Wants, the Survey Edition. And we're going to talk about all of the different things that people have asked for that has been put to survey, where they know what you want. They know the change. They know what 9 out of 10 Americans are doing out there, and this is what everybody wants. So it goes to survey. We put the question out there. Are they right? Are they wrong? We're going to show you the answers. We're going to tell you if they're right. Were they wrong? So let's get into today's surveys and let's just see what silly things they asked for this week. Now, have you ever been out on your cruise, gone to your cruise cabin, and thought to yourself, you know what this cabin is missing? You know what would just make it absolutely perfect? Well, that would be a doorbell, because every other cruise line out there, they have doorbells on their cabin. Well, that got me to thinking, because I've been on a couple of different cruise lines out there, and honestly, I have never seen one with a doorbell, but apparently this is something that people believe cruisers really want. So 1,375 people have voted and said, I read on a cruise review that every other cruise line has a doorbell. Why does Carnival Cruise Lines not have doorbells on their doors? It is perplexing that people don't hear a knock on the door, especially if they are sitting on their balcony like we were when somebody entered. I agree. I would like a doorbell, please. Then 28,549 votes said, I do not need a doorbell on my cabin door. So like I said, brings up a couple questions. Who out there can tell me what cruise line has doorbells on their cabin door? Have you ever had a cabin with a doorbell? And if you're sitting out on your balcony and your balcony door is closed and you don't hear somebody knocking on there, what makes you think you would hear a doorbell? Just a little bit of a head scratcher for me, but hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe I've missed all of the doorbells on these cruise cabins. Maybe I just don't care if my cabin has a doorbell because I'm on vacation and it's not that important. But you guys let me know what you think. Where do you fall on this? Would your cabin be better if it had a doorbell? Or is this really just somebody's silly, ridiculous request? Right. So on Carnival Cruise Lines, if you have Faster the Fun, your Diamond, your Platinum, you have the perk, the privilege of taking your carry-on bags, dropping them off in your room before the rooms are ready at 1:30. You leave the room immediately, and now you don't have to carry them around the ship. Now, there's always a few, it seems, that they don't want to do the leaving part. They've gone and dropped off their bags. Now they want to shower. They want to take a nap. They don't want to have to leave their room. They get in arguments with the room stewards, who, by the way, are still there trying to clean the room. That's the whole point of the leaving, is so they can finish cleaning. But that clearly doesn't work for every passenger. Doesn't work for the person that made this statement, that made this particular request. And of course, it's not because they had Faster to the Fun. It's not because they are Platinum. Nope. They are Diamond. And because they're Diamond, well, they should just get more and get what they want. So 1,927 people voted and said, we Diamond guests that have the privilege of putting their luggage in the cabin should be allowed a 15-minute cooling off before having to leave. While 22,850 votes said they do not agree with that. Now, I get you might want to hang out there for a couple seconds, but one, this is just because you're Diamond, you need an extra 15 minutes. Of course, the room stewards can just stop whatever they are doing. They can wait outside and not do their jobs, so you can have 15 minutes standing in a room that's not even ready yet to go. It's not like you can go somewhere else on the ship and sit down, relax, and cool down your Diamond self while you wait for your room to be ready. And just like a lot of other things that are good on cruise lines, if you abuse it enough, the privilege can possibly be taken away. It can go away. If you have the privilege, the perk to go drop off your carry-on bags in your cabin, and all you have to do is leave until the cabin's ready, and you try to take more time, try to take a shower, demand you take a nap, argue with your room steward, constantly try to put them out of the room because it's your cabin, even though it's not ready, well, the end result eventually will be you won't get that option at all. So, how about follow the rules, drop it off, leave, come back when it's ready, and don't screw it up for everybody else in the future? And I know it's hard to understand because this person's diamond and they want it their way. Now we're going to talk about biscuits and gravy on board cruise ships. Not because people may like biscuits and gravy, not because that is a popular dish here in the South, but we are going to talk about biscuits and gravy because of the way this was worded. This is one of those wonderful ones where everybody wants this, everybody demands this. This is what cruise passengers want, and you are not providing it, but it's about biscuits and gravy. And I get if you like biscuits and gravy, but man, is it really that integral a part of your cruising experience? Apparently, for this person, though, that's exactly what it was. 6,819 votes said it is shameful that Carnival Cruise Lines does not offer biscuits and gravy. 9 out of 10 Americans have this at least once or twice a week for breakfast. Would you like us to try again by offering biscuits and gravy for breakfast? Please check this box if it is important to you. With 20,755 people voting, saying, I am not particularly bothered about having biscuits and gravy on my cruise. So help me do the math here real quick. Over 20,000 people said they don't care, they're not bothered by biscuits and gravy. Almost 7,000 said it was important. But please tell me how that is. 9 out of 10 Americans are eating this once or at least twice a week. Maybe where the person lives that wrote this, maybe that is true. But are we talking America, all 50 states, that 9 out of 10 people are having biscuits and gravy for breakfast? I'm going to have to go, no, the math doesn't math here. And if you have had biscuits and gravy on Carnival cruise ships, they're not that good. That is just one of those particular Southern items. That's what I think of it anyway. A Southern item that the chefs on board Carnival Cruise Lines, they've just never gotten it right. And I can also say that I am not apparently I must be the one, because I do not eat biscuits and gravy once or twice a week. As a matter of fact, it's probably been a year or more since I had it last. But who doesn't love a comment? Who doesn't love a statement where this person honestly believes that everybody, 9 out of 10 people in the United States, think exactly like them, and that is what they want. But then you look at the numbers and surprise, surprise, what a shock. Another person that is wrong. And finally, how about an idea here? Somebody suggests, somebody believes that the Java Blue coffee shop on board Carnival Cruise Lines should be replaced. The Java Blue should go away. It's not popular. People don't want it. People don't like it. What the people really want is for that to be ripped off of every ship and to put in a Starbucks. So I'm wondering, would this be a popular choice? Are people going to the Java Blue Cafe on Carnival cruise ships and going, ooh, this isn't good. We want America's favorite coffee. We want Starbucks. Is that a popular opinion? Is that what the people want? Well, let's take a look at the survey results and let's find out. Is Starbucks what cruisers are clamoring for? 1,109 votes said Starbucks, America's favorite coffee. There should be a Starbucks on every Carnival Cruise Line ship if it's America's cruise line after all. However, 18,238 people voted and said, I am absolutely fine with the coffee currently served at the Java Blue Cafe. I really do enjoy it, and I really do enjoy the baristas that serve it. And then a surprising 12,577 votes said, doesn't bother me. I don't drink the coffee from the Java Blue Cafe, so not bothered either way. So to the 1,000 people that were hoping Java Blue Cafes were going to be ripped off of Carnival cruise ships to replace with Starbucks because it's America's favorite coffee, well, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. Is it really America's favorite coffee? Especially when you compare it to the 18,000 people that said they like Java Blue Cafe. They like the coffee. They like the baristas. They are not demanding it be taken off for the Starbucks or the 12,500 one, or the 12,500 people that voted said they don't even drink the coffee from there anyway. Either they're not coffee drinkers or they prefer the free coffee options up on the Lido deck. They're not clamoring for a Starbucks either. Kind of makes me think, well, all right, if we're going to rip the Java Blue Cafe off and put it in a Starbucks, let's just do it to the entire ship. Let's start by ripping out Guy's Burgers and replacing it with McDonald's. Then we can rip out the Blue Iguana and replace it with a Taco Bell. We could rip out the pizza place because nobody wants Pizza Pirate. Instead, let's replace that with Little Caesars Pizza. And then finally, Seafood Shack. Let's yank that out and replace it with a Long John Silver's because they're popular, right? Who would want to go on a cruise and have something different than what they could get right there at their home? So let's just take it all out and replace it with fast food junk that we can get right in our own cities. And why that sounds silly, why that sounds crazy, some of y'all are like, he's probably done lost his mind. He wants to take out Guy's Burgers for a McDonald's? Yeah, sounds crazy. Almost as crazy as let's rip out the Java Blue Cafe and replace it with a Starbucks. And that's going to be our video this week. What every cruiser wants, the survey edition. What do you guys think? Are these people right? Are these people wrong? Are cruise ships missing out by not having doorbells on their cruise cabin doors? Should the Diamonds get the extra privilege, the extra perk to tell their room stewards, hey, stop cleaning. I need a 15-minute cool down period. Get out. Are you upset when you are out there cruising and you cannot get your biscuits and gravy once or twice a week while you are out there sailing? And finally, are you just sick and tired of the coffee shops that they have on board these cruise ships? They need to go. They need to get replaced with Starbucks because it is America's favorite. Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to know if you agree or if you disagree. Now, if you've enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe. It is free to do so. Helps our channel grow. Let you know anytime we put out a new video. Hope everyone out there is having a really great day and a really great weekend. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas.